Hi. I have a lot of things to say. I feel like always. Like, I feel like there are people that, like, have friends. Is that wrong to laugh about? Who have friends, who have family members, all the people that just, like, listen to everything that they say. I do not have that. Okay, you know what? I could talk to my mom about pretty much everything except, like, some stuff. And then I can talk to, like, my friends about everything but stuff that I can't necessarily talk to with my mom. Like, the same way that I can with my mom and stuff like that. So, I just want to, have a outlet where I can just talk about stuff to no one. Just, like, talking to a recording, thing like this. And I can just say whatever. And no one can say anything back, Like, nothing negative can happen, which was very, very nice. I actually that's kind of where, like, a lot of my anxiety stemmed from. I felt like every time I talked to somebody, they would always, like, joke about whatever I said or something, and it would make me really upset, and I would get anxious talking to people, and then I would just, like, be silent. If y'all know Bailey in 7th grade, y'all know I would just sit at the lunch table and just be absolutely silent, and I don't know why. I have no idea. And people would be, like, constantly be like, hey, do you want to be my friend? Like, I feel like, you're really uncomfortable by me. And I'm like, I swear I'm fine. I'm good. I just don't want to talk. So, that's kind of where we are at the moment. I've known for a while that I want to start a podcast. And I had no idea how to do it. No idea. So we're going to try something today. I'm using my voice memos. Did y'all forget that you had that too? Guys, go back into your voice memos and, like, look at the weird stuff that you've made, like, years ago when you were, like, a kid, and then, like, all of your data, like, moved from, like, your iPad or your iPod to your phone. Like, that stuff will still be on there. I bet you. Like, 50% of the time. A lot of my stuff is gone, actually, because I was really stupid one time and changed my password, and I messed it up. Like, I thought it was, okay, I'm not going to tell you the password, but, okay, let's just say it was 123456, okay? So, I put, like, 213456, okay, like, on accident, but I thought I was putting 123456. So I messed it up subconsciously. I don't know how. So I couldn't get into my phone. So I had to, like, restart my phone, like, for good. And if I had backed up my information, it would have been fine. But I didn't. So a lot of my stuff is just gone. And I don't know where it is. It just got deleted. So it makes me very, very sad. But yeah, I'm using my voice memos, and I'm going to upload this into iMovie, and then upload it to a YouTube channel. So, if you find the YouTube channel, or I make you go watch this, hi. My name is Bailey, and I don't know. Today we can, like, kind of talk a little bit about me. So actually right now I'm waiting to go into the gym because I have an energy drink today, and I would really like to finish it before I go in there because I don't want it to, like, sit out here, and I want energy, basically. Today I'm trying Kim Kardashian's new Alani flavor. It's called Kim Aid. It's very, very good. I really like it. It's lemonade tasting. But it's, like, strawberry. I don't know what it tastes like, but it tastes like the sugary stuff that Alani usually tastes like all the time. But it's pink, so it's Barbie themed, okay? that's cool. I love that. But yeah, basically, anytime I'm, like, going to the gym or something like that, or, like, going somewhere, I would really like to do a podcast. Because actually, none of you guys know this, okay? But I have had a podcast for years. And no one has ever heard it. You know why? Because I am Delulu. And I will just talk to myself in the car. Alright? Like, exactly what I'm doing right now, but not recording it. Or I would pretend like there was, like, a phone, like, underneath my mirror, and then, like, talk to it whenever I'm, like, in the car, and I do, like, hand gestures and stuff. Like, it is very personal. I have a very personal relationship with my windshield, actually. It's really nice. But yeah, I decided, you know what? Why not record it? I've talked to a few people, and they're like, wow, you are very interesting to listen to. I wish you would talk more, and we would talk more, and I feel like this is a nice way to connect to people that I don't really ever, like, see often, which is the case for me, which will segue into my next bit. This is kind of like a get to know me a little thing. If you don't really, like, know me that well, now you're gonna know everything about me, because we're sitting in the car together, actually, in my head. Yeah, so I do theater, okay? I have, sadly, had my last year at theater camp, in my, like, town over from my town, and I've met a ton of kids that go to different schools, just, like, live in different areas from me, and I don't get to talk to them every day. So this is, like, kind of a cool way, you know, to talk to everyone. So hi, guys. If you went to my theater camp, 1, I'm so sorry. And 2, I'm really glad that you want to listen to me, and I just feel very validated by that. Thank you very much. I love you very much. Keep continuing what you do. Anyway, there is a Coke in the back of my car, and it is gross looking. It's probably been on here for, like, 2 days. Because the last 2 days, actually, I was working, the junior high theater camp. I was making, like, different props and set pieces and stuff, and then on the last day I helped with makeup too. Yeah, so I, like, just wasn't anywhere in my house or my car for the last 2 days, so there's just stuff in here. It's probably been sitting in here for a little bit. You know what, I'll clean it out today. No worries, guys, don't even worry about it. It'll be totally fine. Anyway, so theater camp, yeah. I have been doing theater camp ever since I was 13, which correlates, alright, with that 7th grade Bailey that couldn't talk to people. I walk into theater camp, you know, find the group of girls that look like me, because that's my go-to, because I'm scared of people, and I just like to find little blonde, unintimidating girls, okay? So I go to this group of girls, and then I go sit, and then we're, like, in our groups and everything. Those girls are not in my group, alright? I get in this group of people, and they are so loud and obnoxious, and I was like, I want to do that too. So, you know, we play improv games, and we do all this stuff, and then we, you know, kind of, like, vent to each other a little bit about how we're awkward and we're, you know, like, nervous to talk to people. And they're like, oh yeah, me too. And I'm like, how? You're so loud. So then that's how I met all my friends. And then, like, each year new people would come and people would not show up ever again, you know, and stuff like that. But I would meet all of these people, and they all became my friends, and all of these kids know me, and it's just a really nice experience, and I really loved theater camp and, you know, meeting everyone through it. It's a very nice and happy experience, I feel like. Sometimes it's extremely stressful, don't get me wrong. It is theater, don't get me wrong. And then I also did theater in my school, starting 8th grade, because that's whenever we were, like, allowed to start doing that. And then I did it all the way through high school. My last show was Beauty and the Beast. I'm very, very proud of that. Like, it was a great show. Our first show was sold out, actually. We had, like, more chairs set up, and we had to, like, set them all up, and then we were like, I'm sorry, if you want to stand in the back, that's fine, but you can't sit here. There's no more chairs. Yeah, it was stressful, but it was so much fun. Yeah, that was a fun day. So, I played Belle, and at the beginning of the show, I walked out in the audience, and I was, like, walking into the village, you know, like, little town, it's a quiet village, you know, and I was, like, walking through the audience. So, I had to stay in a room in the back where no one could see me, while everyone was seating. And then during the overture and, like, the prologue, where, like, you know, the enchantress changed the boy into the beast, I would, like, get out and, like, watch it, and then, like, stand up next to people and be like, shh. But I had to stay in that room that first day for an extra 20 minutes. So I was in that room for about an hour. By myself. No phone. No nothing. I was reading the book that I had as a prop. It was Where the Crawdads Sing. Good book, actually. I really enjoyed it. The, like, 5 chapters that I read. Anyway, so that was a good time. I really appreciate everyone that has been like, that was such a good show and everything, and I can't wait to see more. And I'm like, me too. Yeah, I'm very dedicated to it. I love it so much. There's, like, a theater club at the community college that I'm going to. But other than that, there's, like, really not much that I can do right now involving theater, which makes me sad. But you know what? Who cares? Yeah, so that's that. What else is interesting about me? I'm a band kid. Is that surprising? I'm a choir kid. I student-led my high school choir. I don't know what came over me, but I was like, guys, we need to have an actual choir experience, because it's T-Town. I go to this school, and it sucks. They're like, okay, so we're really good at sports. Alright, so any other club or activity gets no attention whatsoever. So we don't even have, like, a choir class or anything. And it's just, like, completely voluntary, and it's just, like, not, like, a real choir experience. So I've been to, you know, ILMEA, and, like, I did church choir forever, and I know, like, that experience, and a lot of kids are not getting that. And I was like, guys, come on, let's go and do this the right way, and I will help. And I'm not gonna be like a mean choir teacher. You guys, I know you're dedicated. Let's just facilitate and have a great time. All right. Sorry, I really need to finish this Alani, because I'm just gonna keep talking and talking. Oh my gosh, we're only at 13 minutes. Well, 14. Right now. Anyway, so that's the choir thing. As for band, I want you guys to just guess what instrument I play. Okay, out of the options, there's flute, clarinet, saxophone, French horn, trumpet, trombone, tuba, baritone, and percussion. Okay? I want you to just guess. Do you guys need a little more time? Alright, the answers are in. Your answer is wrong, okay? I'm a percussionist. I whenever we did marching band, I was the high bass drum. I, like, was very slay, as the kids would say. Actually, I tried out to be drum major, and a lot of kids were like, no, you can't do that, because I watch your feet so that I know that I'm on the right, like, footing, because you're always on the right footing. Like, I found out a lot of kids look at my feet, and, like, no one else knew this either. Like, everyone just, like, subconsciously looked at my feet and wasn't talking about this with anyone else. Like, one day, I think Charlie Newland was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm looking at your feet. And then everyone else was like, yeah. Oh my god, yeah, like, us too. It was funny. It was a good time. I also play drum set. I played piano for years, so I do, like, a lot of, like, the xylophone and the bells. I also love the timpanis. I actually got called out one day for playing them too loud because I was having a really great time with them. That made me sad, but you know what? It's alright. But I found out that a significant amount of people are dropping out and not doing band this year. If you are one of those kids, alright, this is not, like me reprimanding you or anything, or, like, trying to, like, tell you what to do. Alright? But if you're gonna quit on something because your friends are, or something, you made a mistake sticking with it in the first place. Do you feel me? Like, if you are doing something strictly because your friends are doing it, that's not cool. A lot of the kids quit my junior year, and then kids were being like, how does it feel to not have the cool kids in band anymore? And I'm like, it's great. You guys were very annoying and complaining because you didn't actually like band for being in band. You know what I mean? Like, there were just, like, not a lot of, like, dedicated kids. And you know what? It's kind of nice having those ones wheedle out. Not gonna lie. But whenever 20 kids, alright, leave within the past 2 years, it's an issue of the student body. Alright? And I would hear everyone say that it's the band teacher's fault. Which is so stupid. Okay? Because I did a program through my school where I worked like, outside of school, and I chose to work at the grade school in the junior high in my district. And I, like, got to work in the band setting, like, as a conductor. And I was looking at this music, and this is for the junior high, okay? I was looking at this music, and it was 5th grade, 6th grade level music, and they were struggling with it. Ever since COVID, it's really weird. Either, like, kids are very, very smart, or they are just so behind. And for the band, they are just very, very behind. And that's just because, motivation has gone down. And kids just, they've been used to just staying in bed and not doing anything. And they like that. Which, you know what? Me too, girl. But, you know what? Like, it's just frustrating. Like, it is frustrating as an instructor whenever you know that you could have your kids at one level and they are not there. And that is so hard on, the way that you teach and the way that you act whenever you are teaching, because you're frustrated, okay? And for kids, for them to be like, it's the teacher's fault. No, it's not. No, it is not. It is society's fault, because we are all obsessed with our phones and we just want to stay in bed and we don't want to be involved at all. And when we are involved, we think it's stupid, and we're going to call it stupid if you do something, where you're getting involved or you're being talented or something. Like, it's so stupid. All right. I've heard this all of my life because I literally do all of this stuff where I am using my talents and my dedication and putting it into something, And I get a lot out of it. And kids just don't understand that. And if you are one of these people that don't understand it, don't say anything. Unless you have actually been there and you get why we do band every year and keep continuing to come back, because we love it. Because we're dedicated to our instrument. And we love the people that are there. And we are thankful for our conductor and our band teacher, and we love every second of it. Anyway, it's just frustrating. It is very, very frustrating. And I've heard it so many times where kids are like, I'm quitting, and I'm like, I don't care. I just think it's like an attention thing. A little bit, guys. Don't even worry about it. It's alright. Okay, I gotta take a big swig of this for a second. BRB. If I burp in a second, y'all heard nothing, alright? Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? Anyway. What else can we talk about? What's something else that I like to do? I am me, an empath. Calls herself an empath. I don't know. I'm not a people pleaser, okay? And my friends will tell you that I don't like doing that. But whenever I, have friends or I meet people, okay, they are my pride and joy. I want to have every interaction with somebody be the happiest, most rewarding experience that they can have. That's just my preference. I'm also like a perfectionist, so that's kind of why. But I just think like a lot of, interactions that I've had with people before go so south because, the reason of, interacting with people and communication has gone so haywire because people just suck, right? So, I don't like to make fun of people, and I don't like to make them uncomfortable because that's just not productive for either two people having a conversation, right? It's just not productive. So I want someone to get out of talking with me. For example, like, I just want somebody who feels heavily bullied to just feel nice and have somebody just to listen to them, right? It makes me so happy doing that. And I think that's a lot of the reason why I love theater kids, because these kids are bullied for literally, existing, and it's the most stupidest crap I've ever seen in my life. Like, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I won't say anything because I don't want to make them upset about talking about them being bullied, but, this kid had, physical interactions with people for being a theater kid, for being, a stereotypical nerd, okay? It's stupid. It is so stupid, right? Why in the world would we ever let people just, why wouldn't we let people live? Just let them live, and, and those people are always the most interesting people to talk to. The people that you don't think that you would ever have talked to, unless for things like theater, are so cool, and I love them all. And if you know who I'm talking about, I love you so much, okay? And the conversation I had with you yesterday was very meaningful, and I feel so bad for you, and am happy if I can make you feel the slightest bit better about having a conversation with somebody, okay, who comes from a school who bullies people for existing, right? I love you very much, okay? Don't ever let that crap get to you. And it doesn't. It did for a while, I'm guessing, but it doesn't anymore, which is good. Yeah. So, I would always love to hear feedback, by the way. Because I don't know, like, I don't think people say bad things about me. And if they do, I've never heard it once in my whole life. Okay, there was one time, actually. But other than that, I've never heard anyone say anything negative about me. And I don't know why. And it makes me anxious because, like, then, like, what if everyone's saying something about me and they don't want to say something to me? You know what I mean? But I would love to hear feedback on, like, how I'm doing with that, because I think it's so important that somebody just listens and loves unconditionally, okay? And they won't make fun of you and won't make you feel uncomfortable or anything, and they'll just be a productive friend, right? That's what I want to be. I also don't want being passionate to something and people-pleasing confused. Because like I said, I worked at the theater camp the past 2 days, okay? I was not paid at all. I don't need volunteer hours. I don't need anything. I am just so passionate about that stuff that I am willing to work my butt off for hours, okay, to finish this stuff up and make it a good show. But that's not me people-pleasing, right? And people are like, I don't know why you want to be a teacher, because you're just, like, people-pleasing and wanting, yada, yada, yada. No, I'm dedicated to the fact that I want to create productive, important people in other people's lives. And I want to... Guys, the one worker at Walmart with the, like, yellow curly hair, he just parked and he's walking into the gym. And I'm scared. Oh, that was a good smack of the lips. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah. Like, that's not me, like... And, like, whenever you are a teacher, you have to, like, bend over backwards for people and make sure that everything is going swimmingly in their lessons and everything. Just, like, moving stuff around for your students. That's not me pleasing people. That's just basic human decency and what you are paid to do, right? And I think teachers... I don't know. I've never had a teacher be like, I'm dedicated to you, and make that known to me. Except, like, one. And that's my freaking band teacher. Like, it's not even, like a class teacher. It makes me sad and upset. Because, like, teachers, I don't know. Oh, that's another thing, too. If I didn't do theater or anything, like, I would just be, like, the most basic, average person I've ever met in my life, okay? My last name starts with an N, okay? So I am already, like, the middle average ground, okay? I am in the middle of the alphabet, okay? I'm, like, number 16 in my class rank, so I'm not in the top 10, but I'm still pretty freaking smart, right? Okay, like, I'm ahead of a lot of the other people in my grade. There's 76 people in my grade, by the way, just for reference. Like, I don't know, I'm smart, but I would never get that recognition through the school, right? I was never Rookie of the Month or Student of the Month. Never happened to me, all right? I don't know. I've never had teachers be like, you are so smart and I want you to do this or whatever. Because I don't think they know that I exist. Teachers are so funny. Sorry, I'm burping a lot. They're just so funny. I would just really, I don't know. With my program where I worked, like, off the premises of school, I worked at the grade school, too, and I worked in my first grade unit, and those teachers are so freaking dedicated to their kids. We had one kid, I don't know, his mom was, like, weird, and wouldn't let him do RTI for certain things, but he was really, really behind. So this teacher would just, like, work with him and change everything for him, and it was so sweet because he deserves it. And you know what? He's, like, behind in, like, reading and everything, but he's the smartest kid at math in that class. I think in the grade, actually. I worked with every single kid in the grade. Being smart is so weird. Like, I love the quote. I think one of my favorite quotes is, don't ever judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree. Right? Because a squirrel's so much better at climbing a tree than a fish, obviously. But can a squirrel swim like a fish can? Nah, bruh. So inspiring, right? We should not judge people on how smart they are on their grades or their placement tests and stuff like that. Like, statewide tests and everything. It's just not fair, right? Life's not fair. I hate people. I hate everything. By the way, I'm just about finished with this, so I'm just about ready to let you guys go. And that was my last gulp. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for coming and listening to me. I really appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun, just, like, talking to you guys. I hope you enjoyed. And I want to do something where, like, I'll, like, ask a question, and then, like, that's, like, the topic for the next episode, so you can, like, think about it. Okay, ready? Okay, alright, here's my question. Okay? Sorry. I'm, like, trying to, like, form this right. Do you have good friendships? Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.